I'm Gavin Woods from South Africa. I had a number of careers in my life, but for 15 years was a member of Parliament and at one time a chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee. It seems, given that old chapter of my life, is the reason I was invited, even though my life has moved on somewhat since then. And today I'm a commissioner with the Public Service Commission in South Africa. I'm a professor at one of the universities there in public finance, and I'm director of the Public Sector Anti-Corruption Institute. Yeah, that's quite a question, and it's a question that's wrestled with, I suppose, by most governments in the world, where public sector pay increases we seem to be subordinate to that of private sector. And with the convergence of systems where we require the same skills, it seems that whenever you do get someone that becomes skilled and competent in the public sector, he's vulnerable to being poached by the private sector. There is no other way in the world of supply and demand, and there's no ways we can reverse those economic realities, that we're going to have to be selective about who our key individuals are in the management ranks of the public sector organizations, and make their pay more competitive. And that has begun to happen in a number of developing countries. It's an issue of incompetent management, meaning that systems are not properly utilized and employed, which allows for a lot of mostly dishonest interactions, but sometimes just errors to be made in making decisions around procurement, where business is given to the wrong service provider, or to a service provider who doesn't have the ability to deliver, or is going to overcharge. So until we have competent managers who can introduce competent systems, and in particular competent supply chain management arrangements, all the necessary procurement rules, these problems that you refer to are always going to exist, especially to the detriment of donor organizations. Yeah, there is a need for outside advisors, and often on a long-term basis. But what we really do expect of those graduate states is, as the advice they get and the resources they get and the funding and support they get, that utilising that, part of their attention is directed towards establishing their own capacity, their own expertise, because there's experience and anecdotal experience that outsiders in important positions in a government, in a country, create all sorts of tensions and other problems within the morale of the organisation. So we need the expertise, we use it, but we try to build our own expertise as ASAP.